Welcome back to another day in the Elajas era. I'm your host of the most boast, Taylor Elajas. You doing good? I do pretty good, but are you doing good though? I do pretty good. So today, we're in Brick, New York, and I'm gonna ask a whole bunch of people, what would you do if I told you to get on your knees like you're used to? Hit that theme music.
My brother said one day we'll be on.
We're back in Brick, New York City, and I'm here with
Liam
and Caleb.
Max.
Maximilian. Is that correct? No? Maximon.
Nope, just Max.
Just Max? Okay.
It's boring.
Maxie.
Patty.
And Travis.
Patty and Travis, P and T. I like the sound of that. So, my question for you today. Do you play a sport?
No, I do not play a sport, but I like basketball.
I played soccer in high school, but not anymore.
How much soccer? Were you professional? You just in the backyard with a ball in your crate?
Just for the high school team.
Mr. Travis is athletic.
I used to play lacrosse.
Used to run track and field.
Oh, lacrosse, track and field. Them legs work.
Ride bikes.
That's a sport. So, do you watch sports?
Yes, I do watch basketball.
Do you watch basketball as well?
I do a little bit.
Un poquito.
Not really.
Never watched sports a day in your life?
I used to watch basketball when I was like a little kid, but that's about it.
Do you watch bicycling tournaments?
Just like BMX videos and stuff.
BMX videos, got you. So, say I'm in the stands, you're mid-game. You are doing lacrosse things, and then you go to the bench, right? It's your time, take a little rest, you running, maybe doing a little relay, it's time to pass the baton on, right? Me, I paid my hard-earned money.
You've wasted your money. Continue.
Hey, I've done what I had to do. I wanted to see you BMX and do your flips and tricks, and I'm in the stands. I'm yelling, and in the middle of the action I say, get on your knees like you used to. So what is your first reaction to me saying that?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Man, you got to be in the zone, so you just put that out of your head.
Probably the same, like what you say, just kind of like some disappointment. I mean, like get on my knees, like just some.
But I paid my hard-earned money to be able to say that to you.
It's like, what are you doing with your time? You're gonna pay some money to go insult some people? No, I mean,
You didn't pay your hard-earned money to tell me to get on my fucking knees. You paid your hard-earned money to watch people play a sport.
Me personally, I would have been shocked. I would have turned around and probably asked you, what kind of fan are you? You know, you're so close, and I feel like you're pretty much disrespecting me right now because you paid your hard-earned money to be where you are, and I probably would have left, or I probably would have asked them to try to get you a different seat, so that way we don't have to.
But I paid my hard-earned money to root against you. I don't like you. I'm rooting for the other team. I can say what I want, correct?
Correct, you can, but it just won't be good for both of us because I'll come out of shape as a character, and then, it just won't look good for me because they'll look at me like, oh.
So I can't just scream "Go Raisin" in the middle of the game?
You can, freedom of speech, but I'll still feel some type of way about it.
So you're ignoring me saying that?
Huh?
You're ignoring me saying that?
I mean, yeah, if that's the case. Like, if I'm actually in a contest, yeah, man.
So does that...
Trying to do flips and tricks.
You're trying to do flips and tricks, man. Ollies, nollies, and all kinds of parties. So does that incite anything in you when I say that?
Well, for me to just get on my knees is just like, all right, who does this guy think he is? He don't know me, I don't know him. So, what's really going on there?
Well, I just feel like you're making somebody kneel to you. That's like some king power shit. It's also like kind of like has
like King Jafar?
I don't know who that is, but I guess so.
It's like Aladdin King and Lion King. I don't know.
I might just try to like throw down extra hard. Like maybe if I'm trying to like double peg a rail, instead I'd go for like an ice pick just to like be like, nah, fuck this. I can.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You just busted out wild BMX terms I've never heard of in my life.
Whoever the fuck is saying that to me, like, you have no right to say that to me. You can't just tell me to get on my knees.
Yes, Lord. So how about you? What is your reaction going to be, and why do you feel like it's disrespectful to you?
We know what get on your knees is. So
Interesting. Okay, so that also brings in the gender issues that we have here today, because you are a male, you are a female.
well, I think that any person, whether they be man or woman, telling me to get on my knees is a little bit off-standing, or a little.
So a female said, "Get on your knees like you're used to." What you doing? She's thick. She a 9.5. What you doing, brother?
Man, that's
Well, what am I?
you can't make a man answer that sort of question. You're putting it in a different context now.
I mean, there's different.
He said man, female. I'm just asking the question.
You know, both of them. I mean, both of them. To be honest, if I don't know you, and I mean, in the relationship and what you said, you know, like in the context of I'm performing, you're paying your hard-earned money to come see me, and you're telling me to get on my knees, like, man, just, I mean, come on, put it somewhere else, man. Don't be that disrespectful.
You know, so
So, in terms of all the things that come to mind when talking about getting on your knees, what do you attribute that to?
you really want me to say it?
Hey man, I want truthful, honest answers here at Elajas on the street.
The way how I look at it, I just look at it as you being a female and me telling you, oh, get on your knees.
But I'm a male.
Right, but I still just won't take it too lightly, and it's not right for you to tell me that as a male to male.
So you think that I want you to give me some fellatio? That is wrong.
Very wrong, but that's what I'll be thinking about once I hear those words.
It would be easy for you to ignore it because it doesn't really bring anything to you with that statement.
Yeah. Just kind of go for, you know, just keep riding. That's about it.
Keep ice picking, nollying, and ollieing. So how are you going to take it?
I'm gonna take it the same way, because then now I'm gonna really be disrespectful because you telling me to get on my knees, and you know that's like what females do, and you know, but why would they say that at a game, like get on your knees? That don't even fit the dialogue for the scene. Like, what does that have to do?
We dribbling basketballs, not real balls. That's right. As a hard-working, paying fan, I worked double shifts at the hedge fund in order to pay my tickets to watch you BMX.
You picked a double shift at the hedge fund?
Double shift at the hedge fund.
Fucking, you have a ton of money.
I'm loaded.
Okay,
and
cool.
I wanted to pay for this ticket to watch you BMX.
Sure. So you still have like $7-8 million left?
More like 12.
Okay.
So, with this 12 million, I should be allowed to say whatever I want to you, right?
I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, if that's what you enjoy, then fuck it, man. Go for it.
So I'm screaming to you, you look like a Kix cereal.
You look like a Kix cereal.
A Kix cereal, a singular Kix puff.
Like one
singular Kix puff. You're just gonna ignore me because I can say what I want?
That 100%, I cannot relate to that. I don't
relate to
know
that.
what a Kix puff looks like.
You've never seen the Kix cereal puff?
Never.
It's quite pale. So, this actually occurred in real life with an NBA player and a Utah Jazz fan. Are you guys ready? Please join me.
I'll fuck him up. He said, I promise you, I'm playing. I swear to God. I'll fuck you up. You and your wife, I'll fuck you up.
So that was the video of him yelling at the fans saying, I will mess you and your wife up. Y'all all can get the business. I put that on me. He said, I will mess you, your whole wife, your whole lineage, your ancestors, your grandchildren. They can all get it.
That's awesome.
That is Russell Westbrook, and this is his interpretation of what happened in that situation.
Young man and his wife in the stands told me to get down on my knees like he used to. And for me, that's just completely disrespectful.
This is now the response from the Utah Jazz fan.
And he had, I guess, heat. I thought it was ice. I just told him, I'm like, just sit down and ice your knees, bro. And he turned to me and he's like, that's heat. And I'm like, well, you're gonna need it.
So, the caucus man is saying that he said, just ice your knees. And Russell Westbrook is saying he wanted him to get on his knees and, as you're saying, provide fellatio. Just by listening and seeing these videos, who do you believe?
I mean, I don't know that people are shouting things in stands. I mean, if that's what Russell Westbrook heard, that's what he heard. So, I mean, you're yelling something in a loud stadium. If you might get misrepresented, but also don't be a dick. Mainly, like if that Jazz fan was, yelling shit, you might get yelled at back.
Well, actually, you can't even believe no one now, because I think it was like a miscommunication. And being at the game, I've been in the mini games. You could interpret what you want to hear, what you thought you heard, or whatever, because the fans is loud, everyone is talking and shouting, everyone is doing everything. So all he probably heard was knees, used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he just probably put it together, was like, wait, I know he didn't tell me to get down like a used to. I know he didn't say that, so.
I don't give out the slurps.
It's not about believing. It's just kind of more like understanding where the NBA player was coming from in terms of, being told to get on your knees like you're used to.
It's really hard to believe both parties because he could have.
So both of them are wrong.
Right, so he could have actually said that, but then when he got alone to give the little interview, he could have said, "I said put some ice on your knees."
Yeah.
So
Personally, just from the history of it, I mean, I've heard that Utah Jazz fans and fans in general say really disparaging comments to like different players, and particularly like Westbrook. You know what I mean? So it's not like a first time, and like if he's saying that, and I saw some of the rest of the interview, like he was saying like they were talking about his family, and and he said racial, bro. So you got to think about that. And they're in Utah, bro. Like, so maybe he said something different. And if you look into that that white dude, I mean, just look at him, bro. Look like you're gonna say some racist shit, man. I think there's, I believe Westbrook, bro. To be honest, I think that he's really in that heat of the moment. I don't think he would ever like hit a woman or anything, but like in the heat of the moment, someone telling you to get on your knees, like, I'll fuck you and your grandma up, like, But he's not gonna put hands on him. He's like 6 feet.
You can get it. Your aunt can get it. Your grandma can get it. Your cousin can get it. What actually added some more fuel to the fire was that this man went and deleted a lot of his tweets, so people did not give him the benefit of the doubt. Do you give either one of them the benefit of the doubt here?
I mean, not really. It's yelling at a sports event. There's going to be yelling, and there's a lot of tense emotions no matter what. Like, whatever. Like,
as a BMXer, he knows best. So, what do you believe should happen to both Westbrook and this Caucus Jazz fan?
Well, like we just said, if anything, they need to sit down together and really discuss exactly what happened. Then he could be like, no, I was just saying to ice your knees, that's all, no disrespect. Yeah, I'm not a fan of you, but I wasn't trying to disrespect you. I was just saying, like, what is it, like when somebody keeps targeting you, but just to amp him up because, I don't like you. It was just, game of sports, that's what they do.
Prejudice?
Nothing prejudice. It's a sports thing. Like say if this was my boo and he liked the Utah and I like the other team.
Are you her boo?
No.
I mean, you don't have to threaten to like fuck up his wife. That's it. But like, I mean, I just don't kind of not down with like hitting women and shit. So,
hey man, beat the pillow, not the females. So, who do you think is in the right in this situation?
I think everyone sort of wins. I love yelling in general. It just mainly adds drama and tension. It's a good time. So, sports are for yelling, right? Like that's the whole deal. That's why everyone goes to sports games, because otherwise you're just watching a bunch of dudes exercise, right?
That is a concept.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to see that? You might as well just like everyone yell a little bit, kind of get your fucking just kind of get your emotions out there and then leave and you're good. Like, I think that's kind of the role of sports in society, is get a bunch of yelling done, see maybe some feats, and then go back home, go to work at the hedge fund.
I think what we should actually be doing is judging which team's fans yell the most and give the victory to them. So,
100%.
Did you take it to be racial?
I didn't, but I feel like with a situation like that, Russell being in the position that he's in, he should have just ignored it. But then sometimes you're just angry, and then once a fan says something, your answer is just to go off. You're not thinking twice about the situation. So.
But say I am a Caucus male wearing a Utah Jazz hat in an arena where a lot of people say they are quite racist, and I'm screaming, "Get on your knees," like you used to. You're not going to take that as this man wants me to be paddled and whipped?
Not necessarily, but different minds do think differently. So however he was feeling about the situation, he felt about it, and then he said what he said, and then they exchanged words. So that happened, and that was that.
That happened, and that was that. So, do you think that if he said that, that would be indicative of the whole fan base of Utah?
I mean, I can only imagine that the Utah Jazz fan base fucking sucks. I mean, think about Utah. Would you ever want to go there?
Sounds cold and snowy.
I feel it's the desert, right? Like, I mean, maybe like half of the year it's snowy, but still, it's just like a bunch of, boring people that decided to. It's a bunch of Mormons. That kind of sucks.
I didn't take a geography class, so I'm not really sure where Utah is or what is inside of Utah.
I think it's one of the Four Corners states, right?
I don't even know what that means. Four corners of the map?
No, the states that have like the four corner. You have like Colorado, New Mexico,
Texas?
No, that's not one of them. Like the camera guy's like, nah, dude. It's California, or no, Colorado, New Mexico, I think Utah, and then one
Idaho?
other one. I don't think it's Idaho, because I don't know which one it is. But regardless, it's one of those. It's like the Southwest region. Yeah.
I'm honestly not quite sure what just happened or what you're talking about, but either way.
It's geography.
Did not take a class. Utah, home of the Saltines. I'm here in New York, and I was joined by
Max. Hey.
Maximilian Maximon, the BMXer. You're watching Elajas on the Street.
My brother said one day we'll be on. My brother said one day we'll be on. To that day I'm toasting up and I'm gone. Yeah. To that day I'm toasting up and I'm gone. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure what was she on. Yeah.